Greetings and welcome to Let's Play Vampire The Masquerade Bloodlines. I am Ulysses the Bruce, and we're just going to play this game again. I started playing it before, but then my microphone went off, and it's been so long. I barely remember. I don't remember anything about playthrough. And I was actually very unsure about which game to play. It's like recently I joined the chess club, right? And also I was just until the last moment I was doubting. I was unsure about whether I should join, whether I really liked chess, whether I really wanted to play chess. But as my mother always said, like if you start doing something, sooner or later it will become fun. So we're gonna play this game, and it's like I was thinking, like maybe we could play Skyrim or SimCity or just plain old Prince of Persia again. But I feel like this game is somehow a bit more unique and a bit more, it has a bit more of an edge. Skyrim is so, everybody plays it, first of all, right? And it's just not really, it's just not really, it's like, it's just not really exciting in that way as this game is, right? This game really has a story. It really has, scenes, and it's not just this massive world that we walk through. Now, as you may already suspect, I'm really fond of just not playing the game and just talking, and of course I'm gonna try and do that within some limits, right? But I don't know. I'm not really a gamer these days. I'm actually more of a thinker. And frankly, I just find it really hard sometimes to be interesting. On paper. And I don't really like podcasts. But I used to watch a lot of Let's Plays in my time. And I like the medium. It's like it has a little bit lower threshold, right? For engaging with another person's mind. That's how I see it. I don't really see it as as being about gaming, per se. I am the Let's Player I watch most is Rutch. His name is Rutch. I used to also watch Will Burger's weird videos of Oblivion, right? And I watched Gaz Plays, and I also watched what's his name, Grolvana, who used to go by the name GV for a while. I used to watch that, but, those were miserable times in my life, and now that I'm doing better, I feel like I don't really need to watch Let's Plays that much, I would go so far as to say that I don't really see the point of Let's Playing anymore, it's like, it just seems like a kind of a waste of time, but I also make these kind of weird repetitive musics, right, that have nothing to do with the kind of music I listen to, so I suppose it doesn't really matter what medium you choose, as long as you are creating something. But it's like, maybe I just haven't found the right Let's Player yet, I'm a philosophically minded guy, I don't really care too much for Let's Players that just want to show off how cool a game is. That's kind of what Rutch does. And a guy like Gaz, is just more of a creating a kind of chilled, kind of relaxed kind of atmosphere, and someone like GV is really an entertainer, right? Above all other things. Will Berger is a comedian, and I'm more of a philosopher, right? I don't intend to play like really lots of games. I just want to get together over a nice game, and just kind of sit back and mull over all kinds of things. That's kind of what I want to do, and frankly, I just have nothing to do. And I'm not the kind of guy who just sits back and watches television all day. I cannot do that, right? So the question really is like, when would I watch a Let's Play? I mean, it's like, when would you watch this Let's Play? When would I watch this Let's Play? It's really no difference. I really don't know. It's like, when do you read a philosophical book? It's like, it's like there's a time to read and there's a time to write. There's time to watch Let's Plays and there's a time to make Let's Plays. And I'm pretty sure that we're just going to make a Let's Play at this point. Maybe one day I'll come by another nice Let's Play and I'll watch it, right? I mean, there aren't that many games I'm even interested in that much at this point. And I did watch some Let's Play about Vampire the Masquerade before, so, it's like I don't binge watch, I don't addictively watch videos on movie criticism either, right? Even though I enjoy those, right? It's like, creation and consuming content or whatever, right? These are two very different things. It's like sometimes you're more kind of in the mood to say something. I mean, right now it's the middle of the day, right? I mean, I just really enjoy watching movies, right? And sometimes I do watch a critique of a movie on YouTube, right? Not often, though, but I can appreciate those things. And if I had something to say about a movie, maybe I would make a critique. I once tried to do that, right? But it's just very hard, right? So that's just what it is. I want to make something. I want to do something, and I'm not inspired. So we're just going to play a game, right? And why am I recording myself playing that game? Well, yeah, I don't feel like I don't feel like it is proper for me to just play some game mindlessly. I mean, I already played this game before, right? I mean, I explicitly chose this game to make a Let's Play about it, right? I don't want to play this game per se, the games that I'm playing at this point are Cult of the Lamb and Pirates Outlaws and all kinds of silly games, just and V Rising, maybe, although I'm not actively playing that at this point in time. But it's like during the day, you should exert yourself, right? And playing a game is not really exerting yourself. It can be fun, right? If I felt like doing something fun, I would be playing Pirates Outlaws right now, and I would not record myself because it's not worth recording Pirates Outlaws. It is a contentless game, so to speak. But this game has lots of content, and it's nice to just go through it with whatever vampire we have, and go through it in different ways. If I can keep this up, right, we're not going to just play this game once, right? We're probably going to play it many times, right? But because it is a longer game, right, there's much more of a journey that we're going on together, much more than with Prince of Persia, right? Even though I'm really pro Prince of Persia. Okay, so we're going to start the game. Gonna start a new game. The world of darkness is a place where immortal monsters pull the strings of humanity. Violence and despair are common here. Okay, a new game starts with creating a new character. Would you like to answer a series of questions about the type of vampire you would like to play and allow the game to create your character, or go directly to the character sheet? Well, we're going to answer the questions. That's more dynamic, right? Okay, I'm going to be male, right? Because I'm a male myself. You're struck in traffic after a concert and the guy behind you is laying on the horn. Your friend in the cars are urging you to park the car and help them stick the dude's horn somewhere uncomfortable. Do you get out of the car and put him in the hospital? Talk your friends down. You don't need a lawsuit or jail time. That sounds very much like the way to go. You met someone on a club and they took you back to their place. Things start getting interesting when all of a sudden you hear someone come in the front door. Their spouse. Do you head to the kitchen, let them see you, pretend you're a distant cousin, and they were nice enough to let you stay on the couch, gather up clothes, hide behind doors, slip out of the apartment as quietly as possible, calmly explain you had no idea you were married, intend to leave and never come back, keeping your finger over the speed dial in case you need the police. I'm going with the first one. I'm not sure what that is. It's late. You're at the red spot waiting for your microwave burrito to heat up. What is the red spot? There are 3 arcade games to waste some time on. Which one do you play? The fighting game, I pull up the trigger flash uppercut as a finisher every time. That beat 'em up where you can pick up the bat and womp on the hordes of generic thugs. The sniper game with the realistic gun for a controller. Yeah, I know that in this game it is much easier if you're a good close range with a melee weapon, right? The guns are really not that powerful in the later game, so we're going to go with the beat 'em up. You're in a convenience store looking through the beer freezer when all of a sudden a man walks in and pulls a gun on the cashier. Lots of all of a sudden things. Do you sneak up behind him, disarm him, and proceed to beat him senseless? Okay, yeah, that's what we're gonna do because I don't want to be the secretive kind of guy. You're outbid at an auction for a macabre piece of art that you just must have. You know the collector who won it. You've even been to his house. You get him a few drinks. Get a few drinks into him later on and persuade him to sell it to you. Wait until he leaves, find a spare kit, and look like a robbery. Write an unflattering critique of the artist, get it published, and just wait for your friends to try and unload it. That's very manipulative, right? We're going to go for the drinks. Being a night person, you watch a lot of late night TV movies. That sounds good. 3 movies are on. Which one do you watch? Fist of the Monkey King, a wire fu film with that scene where Wu beats 20 armed men with his bare hands. Sword of the Bushi, a Japanese film where a lone samurai cuts a path through a gang of Yakuza. Sergeant Murderstein 3, the cop that doesn't play by the rules takes on a drug cartel that kidnaps his daughter with his trusty 44 to back him up. Again, we're going to go with Sword of the Bushi. Yeah. While in a club, you spot your ex-roommate who skipped out after taking your stuff and leaving you with a stack of bills. He looks dead drunk. You grab him by the hand and repeatedly bash his face into the bar. Call the cops. See you in court, buddy. Yeah, court. We're going to go for court. The world's a cruel and unforgiving place, but you've gotten by so far. Why? Someone gets in their area, kick their ass. Yeah. Okay, Brujah. Yeah, that's not what I want. Violent brutes and mindless street thugs. The Brujah have been known to tangle, but are a proud clan who fight for freedom in life and death and put in their accountability to use wherever they're necessary. Your vampire's attributes and abilities have now been determined. You entered into its character sheet, which we'll see next. After your tour of the character sheet, you may make changes to the character or simply play it as is. These are your attributes and abilities, etc., etc. Physical, social, and mental abilities are things you learn, also broken into 3 categories: talent, skills, and knowledges. Okay. Militaristic Brujah clan are indomitable warriors. Oh, Brujah, that's not so bad, right? That's not so bad. I mean, Brujah are not the beast creatures, right? Social is our weakest attribute. Well, I'm really big fan of social. I mean, I called the cops, right? I went to you only have an average abilities and skills and are weak in knowledges. Okay, feats are the actions you perform in the game. Feats are derived from adding attribute and abilities. Okay, you're a member of the Brujah clan right now for sheer physical prowess. That sounds kind of good, right? And the most violent members: vampiric speed, vampiric strength, vampiric charisma. 7 is the norm of your humanity. 10 is saintly, and the lower you go, the closer to the beast you become. The lower your humanity, the greater are chances of frenzying. However, as you gain experience, you can expend experience points to increase your humanity. When a vampire goes into a frenzy, he loses all control and attacks any and all things around him. The Masquerade violations are displayed. Their code: anytime a vampire is seen doing supernatural acts by a mortal, it's considered a Masquerade violation. You have 5 chances, and each strike will have repercussions. If you commit 5 Masquerade violations, you will be dealt with harshly. Yeah. I mean, this is the thing about this game, the Masquerade, right? It's not, such a big deal in gameplay, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. Let's see. I want to hear base. Okay, so we can be Brujah. Yeah, we're going to be Brujah, but I'm going to try and boost our we don't have any points remaining at this point in time. Okay, we can intimidate. That's good, right? I mean, I do want to use some kind of... Okay, intimidate. Okay. His name is not Adam, right? His name is going to be Ethelwolf. Okay. Ethelwulf. Yeah, so we have melee 3, unarmed 4. Why, for God's sake? But that's not so bad. That's not so bad. I mean, yeah, we're going to be warriors. That ought to make our game a little bit more simplistic, right? You know, will require less subtlety. You know, it's not really my style, I must say. He looks like a thug, right?
Good evening. My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence. Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most children are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that This is bullshit! If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish. I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening.
Yeah, big deal. Yeah, something went down.
Your side, tragic, my apologies. But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
Okay, so we're Brujah. Well, that is difficult for me, alright? I was actually hoping to become a Toreador, you know? I find them way more interesting, right? I prefer vampires who are, who are, how do you say? Are elegant, right? I like vampires who are elegant. Okay, so here is Jack. Rack. Just give me the basics. Okay.
The Masquerade. You're gonna hear a lot about this, so let me sum up real quick. Sure, you're a vampire. Great. Keep it to yourself, okay? It's easier that way, trust me. That's the Masquerade. Keeping vampire secrets secret. Easy, right? Easy peasy. If you violate the Masquerade, if you run around spooking humans or whatever, you make things harder on all of us. Then all of us get pissed off and come after you. And you end up like your side there, staked and bait. And then, kiddo.
I'm listening.
Next, humanity. Being a vampire isn't the end of the road. You think life was hard? Just wait. Now you're half beast, half man, and it ain't quite an easy fit. You're gonna be fighting that beast for the rest of your days every time you get into it. Whenever you kill an innocent, you feed the beast a little more, and it grows a little stronger. After a while, the beast can take over, and you'll go wild and have to be put down like a rabid dog. So, fight it. Don't be a homicidal maniac. That'll help with the Masquerade, too. See how it all comes together? Ain't that nice? Now, with all that said, you still have to keep your ass alive. For that, you're gonna have to feed. That's a little blood sound, kid. Imagine you're feeling that thirst right about now, huh? Get it where you can, however you can. Just remember the first two lessons. Don't let anyone else see you feeding. They'll flip out and cause you to break the Masquerade. Cause some bigger, badder vampire to come stomp a mud hole in your ass. That's also drink deep, but don't drain them dry. See, that's giving in to the beast. You do that, you lose a grip on your humanity, you lose control. There we go again. It all fits together. Beautiful. Can you dig it? Righteous. Now, ship off like a good little soldier. If you pull this off, come downtown to the last round and I'll tell you how jacked this whole situation is. Until then, good luck. Or maybe I should just say, nice knowing you, kiddo.
Okay, so we skipped the tutorial, right? I guess that's fine.
You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've slipped into something comfortable. I know I have. If you're new to town,
Okay, great. We're in our apartment. I'm feeling totally lost. I should have just taken the tutorial again. Pill bottle. Okay. At your convenience, please come down and visit me in my home downtown. I will leave you this to guide you. Dark blood, a curse or light, this verse, such power a sense in one so young. Come and find me where burns the mystical sun. Tremere, that would have been interesting as well. The password for your computer is Sunrise. Keep the cash in your drawer, it's yours. I dropped you an email with my address. Come over after you get settled. Okay. An envelope containing a bit of cash. Okay, we got some money. Sunrise. A reminder. Mercurio will contact you when you arrive to the Monica. Waste no time meeting with him. Okay, next. Penis enlargement. Okay. Looking for that lazy-ass ex-husband who's late on his alimony payments. How about that jerk who knocked you up? Look no further with Arthur Kilpatrick's amazing crime pure. Bail bonds. If you got the deadbeat, we got technology to find it. Okay, that's wonderful. Hey, welcome to town. Come on over to my place once you get situated and we'll talk about what you'll need to get the job done. I'm going to pick up explosives right now, some astrolite. It should be back by the time you get over. I'm at 24 Main Street at number 4. Walk to the end of Highly, and my building is the next one on the right. The game begins upon its mood. Okay. Mystery, the plot thickens, etc., etc. But come on, it's quite all right. I mean, we didn't get the introduction by Jack, right? I mean, we got him to tell us some basic stuff, right? I'm kind of sad that we are Brujah, and I'm kind of sad that we skipped the introduction, right? But, you know, I'm already kind of sad for playing this game, to be quite honest. I mean, you know, there just ain't anything. There just ain't anything worth playing, you know.
You got some change, mister?
You hungry? I am too. We seem to be all alone in this alley. Yeah, I could use some blood, right? Great. We're in the city, you know. I did live in a medium-sized city at some point in my life, you know. How'd I feel about that? Well, yeah. What are you doing?
Nothing. Just waiting for a friend to get off work. He's a police officer, old army buddy. He should be bringing his dog as well. It's a Rottweiler. Wonderful attack dogs they are.
Could I persuade you to help me out? Looking for a little company?
I'm happily married. And I have a wife too.
Whatever, I'm out of here.
I'm going to need a shower.
Kind of funny, right? Are we... Yeah.
I'm going to need a bathe when I get home.
I think he's too public to... Did we see Mercurio enter this building? I totally missed it. Anyway, yeah. Living in cities, right? Yeah. I don't know. Here's Mercurio.
Those mothers rip me off. I'm dying here.
Are you Mercurio? You want me to call an ambulance?
No, I got a record back east on heat day. Don't touch that phone. No goddamn cops.
What happened to you?
I went. What is this lump? Is this my rib? Oh, holy shit! My rib is poking through my side. Oh, I'm all numb. You gotta look and tell me.
It's a broken bottle.
I'm lying here bleeding to death, and you're cracking wise. I don't need this crap. daily operations in LA. I verified him. Organization seem reliable. Guy mixes up speed. His crew sells it. Occasionally does explosives. I set up a drop. I show up at the beach with the money, right? 4 of his guys, they come out of nowhere. Junky pricks hit me with a bat. It feels like I got a friggin' horse kick in it. Those cocksuckers beat me rotten, left me for a stiff. I had to crawl to my car, call my ass up here. The bad blood's the only thing holding me together. Shit, they got the money, they got the astrolite.
Where are these best vamp blood?
You're straight off the bus. Once a month I get fed vampire blood. Heals me faster, makes me stronger than a normal human. I don't age. By looking at me, you wouldn't realize it, but I'm almost 60.
So where do I find the astrolite now?
Dump on the beach. 4 or 5 of them. And one's got the explosives is Dennis. Got my money too, that prick.
How do I get there?
My own blood and you want friggin' directions. Right, alright. Down the street, in the parking garage, stairs down to the beach. On the right. Those better not be some of my last words.
Anything else?
Gotta get it back from him. Maybe reason with him, maybe break in. I don't know. I wanna kill him. Do whatever you people do. I blew it, I know.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to help you?
If you could. Oh, something just started leaking. I need something for the pay.
I'll bring something back for you.
One more thing. About the deal. I mean it. Don't tell anyone about this, I'm dead. I'm begging you. I got a way of getting people what they need. You don't say anything, I can help you out.
Good to know. Goodbye. Okay, we gotta get him some painkillers. Anyway, as I was saying, living in the city, right? In somewhere it really appeals to me, right? I'm not gonna lie. Somewhere it really appeals to me. But when I was there, I didn't really live in the right kind of city, right? I mean, officially it was a mid-range city, but everybody said The Hague is basically like a village, right? A large village.
Oh man, you're a vampire, aren't you?
What vampire? What the hell are you smoking? Look, I don't know what you think you know, but I'd recommend you forget it.
I work for a vampire. I don't know how much I should tell you that. Oh man, damn! It would be awesome to talk to someone else on the inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I might just know what you mean.
Oh man, I knew it. Oh jeez, I knew you would. I just could tell. Oh man, this is great. And I saw your teeth in there, and I was like, damn, it was like I could just sense you. The name's Knox Harrington. Pleasure to meet you. Oh man.
Are you a vampire? How do you know all this?
I didn't know about any of this stuff until a couple of months ago. When the guy just appeared and, well, all of a sudden, bam! Oh, man! Vampires are real and right there in front of my eyes. Blew my goddamn mind.
You said you're a ghoul. What is that?
Whenever a vampire lets a human drink some of their vampire blood, the human gains a little vampire power. Can heal up quick and that kind of stuff. Jeez, oh, man. And they're a ghoul. Ooh, watch out.
Who was the vampire that made you a ghoul?
I really wish I could tell you, but I don't think I'm supposed to. But it's really cool to be talking to you because I don't get a lot of chance to talk to vampires. Oh man! Other than my master. So I thought I'd just say, what's up?
That'll be it. Of course you can tell me.
Man, just because I'm a ghoul and you're some cool vampire, you don't need to treat me like crap. Okay? Oh man. So agitated.
I apologize. What are you doing here?
Probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm on a secret mission from my master. Well, hey, it's been great talking to you, man. But I better be going. Oh man, I stuff to do.
Has anyone ever told you you're an idiot? I guess I should say that.
Screw
You guessed right. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go into the hospital and try and find some painkillers. There's another Knox. All these people look the same.
Please, wait your turn and you'll be seen.
Okay.
Please, wait your turn and you'll be seen.
Okay.
Did you hear me? Take a seat. The doctor will get to you when he can.
Okay. So we can't...
You can't go back there. Security! Security!
Okay, we did something wrong. We did something wrong. Gotta hide. I know how this game works. Are we still being looked for? I guess not.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
So how are we going to... We're not charming enough to get back there. Oh man, I'm so regretting that we are not a Toreador, right? I mean, this game is way too hard when you're just brute strength. Okay, but maybe we can... We need lockpicks. We don't have lockpicks. My god. Okay. We really should have done the... we really should have done the introduction. And we really should have been Toreador. I mean, look at us. We look like a thug. I think I'm just gonna start over. Alright, so we're still not really getting the hang of this game, but I promise you that next time we will have a nice let's play, you know. I failed today, you know, but to be honest, you know, I felt kind of good, you know. I mean, I really felt like I just had to do something, you know, and this was a nice occupational kind of therapy for me, and I'm glad that we decided on this game, right? Because it's a nice game. But we're going to stop the video right now, and maybe tomorrow or something, or next time I feel like doing this, I will start over and we will be a Toreador, because I just don't understand how you could get through this game without romancing everybody, you know. So yeah, I apologize. Thank you very much for watching. In case if you like this video, you can click the like button, you know, upvote this video, that would be nice. And you can leave a comment if you've got something to say about what I did, or about how I did it, you know. And you can even subscribe to the channel, although you never know upload again. So thanks again very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.